Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live in the show. A little Midnight Thunder Series action here. This night is going to be fun. I'm telling you, they're going to warm up here. CANT out of Green, presented by Lunatic Designs, and all the fine things that Kigo the Lunatic is doing out there. Make sure you check them out on all your social media platforms. We are running Talladega as they warm up. We'll go over what these drivers are going to be doing. It's going to be an absolute blast, and we appreciate it as it would be. And I tell you what, this has been it's been a good series, and we're getting down to the final two races of this league, and you know, we can't thank them enough for being on board with us as we get ready to go. Thank you to all the likes, thank you to everybody for being out there. Gonna make a change. Sim500.com for be a part of this. Rob Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. Mr. Corey Schuler, thank you for the like as well. Roger Strickland, thank you for the like as well. And thank you to everybody for being out there. Sim500 giving you the Midnight Thunder Series, Week 7 with the car of tomorrow, which is the COT car. It is 2 generations ago, Gen 5 race car here. As we're going to go 40 laps as usual. No fast repair, 3 sets of tires, 2 attempts to green, 1 checker on the 2.65 mile lane. Talladega Superspeedway, 94 degrees on the track temperature, and we're seeing 78.45 with that partly cloudy sky. Kind of stagnant, what they would be. That's pretty much what you see out of it. A lot of entertainment value when it comes to the drivers getting ready to try to present themselves. We're going to change the theme here real quick. I want to make sure that the themes are working out like they're supposed to. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be everything that you can ask for. Man, oh man, how's everybody doing out there? I hope you're all doing having a wonderful night. It is that time of the evening where everything just kind of works up. So thank you to the CANT out of the Green. Thank you to everybody. Corey, thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? How is everybody getting in? We normally have a couple of streams, and tonight we've not had those couple of streams. So we're just doing our thing. We're back in the mix. We're back in the saddle. We're doing what we got to do. These drivers are going to hit 200 plus miles an hour. We'll talk about that in just a moment. As it's going to be good. Our podcast is going to be coming up here in the next 2 weeks. We're going to be when Jess goes in for her surgery, we should have our first episode released, and so we'll start posting the links on our social media pages for our Spotify channel, and of course for Apple iTunes and YouTube podcasts. Those we're going to be releasing all this. These drivers again have showed up each and every week and have given a lot to this series. So make sure you do reach up, hit that like button for me, and do yourself a favor. Make sure you're following our channels. Of course, we want to make sure. Man, these cars. Yep, there goes Tom. Tom went upside down, inside out. Good to see you all out there. Thank you to Budgie for being out there and Twitch World watching us. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. You can watch on any of your platforms. If you're out there watching on YouTube, I encourage you to make sure you hit that settings icon and watch in 1440p. Kind of whatever you want to see it, but 1440p is the way that I think is the best way to watch. All right, these drivers are about 30 seconds away from doing this. Next week, we're going to be in the next generation Cup car, so we're going to go from the Gen 5 car to the Gen 7 car. We've already been in the Gen 6 car. We've been in everything that belongs on NASCAR in this series, so it's been good. Tomorrow night, we're going to have the Heart to Heart Motorsports Series. It's going to be live during tomorrow evening. We do have a charity function or a fundraiser race coming up for Mrs. Signature. If you want to be a part of that, you got to get into our Discord and make sure that you check that out. Of course, you can always find us out there as well. It's all good stuff. So, driver's going to be finishing up this warm-up. We're going to go over your starting grid and about the same field. We've seen about 12 or 13 drivers for this Midnight Thunder Series. It's been it's been incredible. It's been incredible to watch and see and be able to be a part of the growing that this league has been able to be you basically take on as we've gone. Tyler Dalton's going to be your pole sitter. Aaron Smith, your outside pole sitter. Shannon Wood, Wesley Donald's going to make it road number 2. Tom Gahn, Brian Worthman, it's going to be the road number 3. Jerry Bergeron's going to have Bobby Wetzel to his outside. Mark Jorgensen Jr., Joey Jetina's going to be out there at the road number 5. Ron Holyfield and Jason, I think it's a Wyshowski, is going to be out there in that final row. The number 1 car out there. 12 drivers tonight, and they just got to keep it clean for 40 laps. It's pretty much how it works. 100 laps, 100% fuel. It's been a long time since I've seen these cars run, so when it comes to the fuel cycle, they might be able to make it. That's a big might. We'll see. I mean, if they're burning a lot of fuel, it's going to be crazy to see. Some of the fastest laps that you've ever seen when it comes to the cars out there next to basically anything that does 230 plus. The 87s do so as well. These cars are a handful. Whole lot of horsepower, whole lot of downforce, a whole lot of tandem, and that would be pretty much everything that you could ever want out of a car. I miss this kind of horsepower in the NASCAR circuit. That's for darn sure. But these drivers are they're gonna have to just hold on to it. That's for darn sure. They're gonna be dicey. They're gonna feel like they're just massively looking forward. Now everybody's driving a Chevrolet for the car of tomorrow, but you're going to see the old Dodge out there. Tyler Dalton in the 19s running that Dodge paint scheme. Just the homage. There's the O2 back here of Shannon Wood, paying homage to Tony Stewart. 91 up there, of course. The DuPont paint scheme. Yeah, little Jorgensen Jr. running the Dale Jr. paint scheme. Again, another Office Depot. Jetina up there. Homage again to the smoke. How can we not say it's not that driver? So it's going to be incredible. I'm excited to see what these cars are going to do. I'm excited to see what the league's going to do over the next these final 2 races. As this week finally finds its way to the car tomorrow. I've been looking forward to this car, and I'm pretty thrilled to be able to be with it. All right, these drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go up through the Trialville area. Geico restart zone is going to be just ahead of the start-finish line, or just before the start-finish line, about midway through pit road. Green flag, we're going. Bobby Wetzel got freed up real easy right there, and driver's going to separate. He should be fine. He should be able to get back up to speed. Left front damage will be fine. Aaron Smith's going to be a race leader up on the high side. Donaldson down to the bottom as the DuPont paint scheme. Little Jeff action. Big crossover pushed up out. Wesley Donaldson trying to do what he can. This thing is driving like a big 1.5 miles, 234 miles an hour. As the drivers continue to press into the corner. 71 of Aaron Smith, the rule, and Tom Gomm's going to be in second. Wesley Donaldson, Tyler Dalton up on the high side. Shannon Wood into the corner as they roll. These cars are free. 43 goes to drop into the corner, but a big run. 41-second laps. That's what you're going to see in the truck series on old tires on a 1.5 mile track. 88, big run to the inside. Will be able to be there. Jetina's going to be right behind. Tail end. Nose cam. This was the day and the age of the tandem draft. And right now, a lot of sparks flying. 0-2 to the wall. Katina splits the seam. 3 wide is now Shannon Wood holds on. Car of tomorrow was the car that I learned this platform on. Wesley Donaldson up high, sees the 43 in tow, 19 there as well. Aaron Smith to hold on. Anything can happen here. Yeah. Caution to come out. Aaron Smith. Brian Wortman. All on the bottom side there. There's Mark Jorgensen Jr. Here's what happened. Well, they'll have a lot of time to be able to fix it. We'll see, as Tom Gom was right there behind, excuse me, Tom Gom was behind the 91 of Wesley Donaldson here. Let me far chase this right here. Saw the hole, went to the middle. Oh, it checks up, and then nowhere for the 88 and the 43. The door closed. Tyler Dalton rolled up. Brian Wortman goes in, hits the nose of the car. 71, heavy brakes on the bottom side of the grass, and these drivers have to play catch up. Jettina's going to be your race leader. Wesley Donaldson in second. Tyler Dalton's going to be in third, and we'll see who's got cars left after this. There's Jerry Bergeron, the lone Canadian out there. We appreciate him representing as the Midnight Thunder Series goes to the dogs, and I mean, they're going to pit road. Brian Wortman will get a lot of that car. I tell you what, the fact of the matter is these cars can still, they'll still be able to run quite a few laps. So we'll see just how much, how many of these drivers will come to pit road and get a lot of that damage fixed. And if they don't get the damage fixed, how much of these cars are going to manage and maintain as they work. 5 of 40 as pit road is busy. '21 will leave pit road. That'll be Ron Holyfield. The 1 will leave pit road. Wyszowski. There's the 9 leaving pit road. Bobby Wetzel. He was fine. A little bit of nose damage on the car, but he looks fine. These tires. Look at the toe on these tires for this car. It's crazy how much side force these cars have had. There's the 88 coming off pit road. Aaron Smith will be leaving pit road as well. Shannon Wood getting some damage taken care of. Wesley Donaldson getting the nose looked at as drivers continue to press in and do what they can. Tom Gom on pit road. It's some significant nose damage. Tom was our lone driver cam out there. Here is also the 02 and then the 74, Brian Wortman. Brian had the most damage here on that car. That right front quarter panel looks to be a miss. And crazy to see. Crazy. Let's take a look at the car. You can get a lot of damage fixed on pit road, but when you're missing some parts, and they all crumple in just like that, man, oh man. Man, oh man. These things, they do happen. Tyler Dalton's going to be your race leader. And the opportunity presents itself to say thank you to everybody out there. Oh no, from the Budgie Bird. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Good to see you. I'm good. Corey, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody watching out there again. Thank you to our Twitch viewers, our YouTube viewers, and all the cool folks that get out there and put time and energy in. I was working on the new stream schedule, and I've got to button up a couple of things. I was going to release that, but That has changed, and since it has changed, we're gonna be doing what we can. There is Tom Gom, the old 43. It's gonna be out there doing what he can. It's gonna come out to ninth. You get a lot of that car worked on. Try to smooth out some ripples. Use some of that old flashing tape they used to use. That aluminum fake Bondo. Virtually on the iRacing platform. Man, oh man. You know what? A champion to these drivers. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you. A champion to these drivers for being out here at 11:20 on the East Coast. It's 10:21 here in the Central time zone. This kind of bodes well for anybody that's out there on the West Coast, because it's 8:20 at night on the West Coast. So they continue to do a Superspeedway series. It'd be really cool to continue to press this one forward and do what we got to do. Jatita's going to be up on the high side. Tyler Dalton on the inside. Holyfield's going to be in that inside second row. Jerry Bergeron's going to restart on the outside of row number 2. And these aren't cars you really want to get up underneath, but this is the day and the age of the tandem draft. So we'll have to see how this is going to fare out. These cars going to dive in. Tyler Dalton will lead them around. Everybody's still out there. Brian Wertman coming back off pit road. We'll have to get up to speed very quickly here. He's 195 on the back straightaway, so I think he might be able to get into the trialable area and be up to speed. We're green. Brian Wertman got all he could. Tyler Dalton takes the green flag. We're going to be 3 wide in the middle. Tom Gom clears. He splits it. There's the 1 to the back bumper of the 21. Up to the 14. 1 into the 88. Hold on to it. Door to door. 188. 91 right there behind. The 1 working up the race line. We're going to see the 88 trying to push in. Jorgensen Jr. 3 wide here in the middle of that. Oh, gets freed up. A little bump from the 91. Man, these things get so sensitive when it comes to being 1, 3 wide, but 2 in any kind of or any form of the draft. And right now, 12.5 seconds. Brian Wertman trying to close into the back bumper of everybody. 14 seconds of dropping. Tyler Dalton out front. Jatita's going to be in second. How about Aaron Smith? Aaron Smith able to save the car. Took tires in the yellow banana machine. He's rolling. Head of steam for the 19. Off of the high side, 14 rolling. 71 up on that outside banked area. Smith will try to take over the lead here. He's going to run all the way up to the high side. Again, this track is a 240 mile an hour, 2.5 mile track. Drivers running 42-second laps. That's the last time you saw a 42-second lap. 14. Wiggle out of the back bumper. 71 on the draft. There's a drop on the corner. Everybody getting into the corner, turning and just kind of cranking that wheel in to be able to turn. Tom Gom to third now. 10 of 40 being completed. So the fastest laps you're going to see on this racetrack ran with this car. 14 will see the 71 there. 14 trying to control. Big run for the 43 to the inside. Drops her to the corner. The 12 of Bergeron. On par as well. Tom Gom, 43, 71, 43 free. Oh, baby, hold on to it back here. The 1 got very free, and he's still free. That car is not being kind. And he is into the hard nose again. Two car spins. Don't do that. Hold on to your butts. That's right. That's a big opportunity. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's pretty much what you see out of it. Pretty much have to wheel the ever-living snot out of this car. 71 to the back bumper. Watch Joey drop to the corner. basically have to turn the car in, almost drifting around the corner. The literal motion of that's pretty much how I see it. 71 to the inside. A wall tap for the 14. We were on board. You heard that on the right. You probably heard that in your right ear if you're listening to this in the headphones. 71 up. This car out of the corner travels up the race line like you see at 1.5 miles. 14 clears. 43 back to the outside. Bobby Wetzel gets the rebound here, and he's up with the crew. 91 drops to the corner. 19 there on the bottom side as well. Momentum 3 wide, 19 free, saving it. Man, they're absolutely blistering those tires. Oh, 88 to the back bumper to the 19. 19 with a big save. He's good. 91 there as well. 88 backs out of it. He's good. The one coming to pit road is going to be on pit road. Hard nose contact. Put him out 3 wide for the lead as Tom Gom edges that one out. Smith now takes it for the lead. Had enough pace there to be able to do so. Tom Gom on the bottom side. As the D1 cam works the corner. 71 with a big head of steam. Back straight away. Very busy. 14 all the way to the bottom. 3 wide into the corner again. Again, trying to rip the high line. 14 lifts up out of the corner. 43 right behind. The wiggle. 14 there. 43 to the bottom. Tom up and out. Gom leads. Smith second. As everybody tries to hold on to it now. It's protect that line. 71, 43. 43 on the bottom side. 71 able to hold on to it. 14 is going to try a crossover again. Into the corner. Tyler Dalton pushing forward. 43 up just a little bit here. High side of that second lane. Jantina's going to be out front. Here comes Tyler Dalton. Your pole sitter. Putting in the energy here. Man, what a race this has been. What a run it's been so far. Fall off about 1.6 seconds from their fastest lap to the last lap. 43.5. The last lap for Jantina. Tyler Dalton 43.44. Jorgensen Jr. 43.27. And so now the tires starting to wear in, but these drivers are still 200 miles an hour around this racetrack. Dalton up in that third lane, up into the wall though. It gets a little right side contact. Here comes Tom Gom, Jorgensen Jr., Wesley Donaldson, Bobby Wetzel. Tom up near the wall, 43, utilizing all of that race line. And so is the 14. Jantina drops all the way in. You got to drive this thing like a big, giant 1.5 miles. 14 into the wall. 43 clears. Everybody gets around. Hard contact from the 14. Hits the wall, but he is still, let me look at the dashboard here. 100 miles an hour still. He's good. He's good. He'll be able to catch up. Ryan Workman to the 74, doing all that he can. Shannon Wood on the 02 had to, believe, stop it on lap 14. So we'll see how that's going to fare out for that driver. 91 of Donaldson out front. Tom Gom in second. Jorgensen Jr. with that right front damage, still able to run. I'm telling you, not much to save. Aaron Smith, 248. That's the last time right there. 88 to the back bumper to the 43. Into the bottom side, Wesley Donaldson. 23 laps to go, and they're just ticking away right now. Bobby Wetzel slides up the race line. Aaron Smith to the bottom. 43, big run from the 88. 43 to pump the brakes for the 88. 43 out of the corner, up high, leads that lap. Right now, the 43 has to pretty much turn the corner and then just not necessarily pump the brakes, but wheel the ever-loving snot out of it. Jorgensen Jr. right there on the back bumper. Oh, Jettina's into the wall hard back here. He was able to catch up to the drivers. That right side tire's really starting to show out now. 3.7 second disadvantage right now. 91 sees the 19 to the bottom. Tyler Dalton. Wesley Donaldson. 4 wide. How about it? Across the line. 19 sees Smith way up on the high side. Tyler Dalton still on the bottom. Second lane's going to prevail here. Big run of speed here at Talladega. Door to door. That's the 91 of Wesley Donaldson. We'll try to get to the back bumper of the 71. A little wiggle out of Donaldson there up on the high side. The DuPont car, 71, not clear of the 19. 19 still there. If it fits, it sits. That's how you got to look at it. 19, big shove. Inside lane working. Corner in, 91 rolling. 71 again up on the outside. 88 all the way up the race line. Jorgensen leads that lap by just a touch. And I mean barely just a touch. Jorgensen will drop down. Wesley Donaldson pushing up on the outside lane. 88 trying to do what Junior did for so many years. And in this car, it's what he did. Welcome back, Twitch. I appreciate you. Mark Jorgensen Jr. settling out, settling in. As the 91 goes to the back bumper to the 71. Big head of steam from the 71. 88. 71 led that lap. That's where the pass probably has to be made. You get so much speed on the straightaways here. It's unreal. Jorgensen Jr. now in tow of the 71. Jettina coming out of pit road. He is good to go. At 45 seconds of damage repaired. He should be fine. Able to get at least clear the meatball flag out of that. Bergeron in seventh here. Trying to hold on to what he has. 19 laps to go. Wesley Donaldson off 4 from the start of the race. Brian Wertman, last drive on the lead lap, 27 seconds. The gap here, 44.09. The relative to Shannon Wood, 43 seconds ahead. Brian Wertman, if he can catch up here just a little bit, we'll be able to see what this car can handle. See if we can see a little bit of dirty air. Jorgensen, Aaron Smith. The draft in this, the mechanic in it is massive. See the one car coming. 88, 71, 88 out. Near the wall. He leaves that lap. Got to hold on to it. 71 sees the 88, 43 of Tom Gahn back in it again. Tyler Dalton off 3, but still rolling forward again. Good mileage out of these cars. We're 20 minutes into this race. We've seen a caution, and we've seen right now some of the fastest racing you're going to see. So the caution laps took up about 4 minutes of pacing of this race. So we've completed 23 laps this time by in, well, you know, less than probably 17 minutes. How crazy is that? 43 wall tap, 88 back to the outside. Bungie, thinking of the 500 biddies, dear. I appreciate you. Much love to you.
Bunchy Bird 5 sent 500 bits.
And we met our goal. 88 to the outside, 43 on the bottom. 43 in tow. Tom Gahn with a head of steam. Working that corner. You kind of have to work the throttle You have to work the wheel. You have to work what's going on behind you. And right now, the 43 up out of the corner. Comes down from the 71. Aaron Smith into the corner. Able to turn just a little bit harder. 88, big run on the outside. The battle for the lead and swap positions between everybody. I think almost everybody's led here. Brian Workman coming to pit road. Leaving pit road now. Jorgensen Jr., Aaron Smith, Tom Gom. Right now is a good opportunity to just kind of figure out where you need to go, where you need to be, and where the passes are going to be able to be made early on. It's right there. Aaron Smith leads another lap, and the lead just keeps changing over and over and over again. 88 side draft on the inside, pulls the 71 back. Look at the speed the 88 gets there, just being on that driver's side panel. I forgot how much these cars just absolutely roll. 43, big slide, all the way down to the bottom. 88, head of steam. 43 into the corner. Again, that same side draft. Watch the crossover for the 71, back to the inside. Momentum, everything. 71 up out of the corner. Tires on the bottom side of the racetrack. 43 crosses over. Holding on to second. 71 leads that lap as well. I think that's going to be what's the most frustrating thing out of any driver. Just being able to make the pass and look at this back straightaway. The speed the 88 and the 43 get here. They keep duking it out. Tyler Dalton just waiting to pounce. Big head of steam. Drifts up the race line a little bit. There's Bobby Wetzel there as well. Be 12 laps to go this time by. Aaron Smith is going to comfortably lead this lap. He's going to need more out of it, though. Jorgensen Jr. smacked the wall hard there. And actually out of the race now. Looks like he may have blinked there for a moment. Not quite sure. Well, he didn't knock him out of existence. Jorgensen 4.42 back. That's what it's showing. Tom Gom rolling. Aaron Smith, Ron Holyfield, that seventh driver back there. Gentina out of the race. The one car out there still running the best that he can. He's got a big dimple on the front of that truck, or front of that car, and continuing to press. Brian Workman to the 74. He's doing everything he can. Just get another one of those laps. Jorgensen out of the race. It looks as such. It shows him 4.442. I don't think he's DC'd yet. If he did. 3.62 now this time. Now something's happened. Aaron Smith out front, Tyler Dalton in second. 10 laps to go to be 9 this time by Bobby Wetzel holding on to third. Wesley Donaldson backed up to fifth. Ron Holyfield's going to be there as well. Bergeron's going to be in seventh. Drivers coming out of turn two. That smack of the wall. That's the biggest. That's the biggest disadvantage we saw out of all of that. He's going to see what happened to Jorgensen here. This hits the outside wall. And he's just kind of lodged in there. Oh. And I wanted to see what was happening here. Because he was up to speed. Looked fine. All of a sudden just kind of disappeared. But still shows up on the relative as having a time. So it's unique. It's a unique thing to happen, a unique thing to see. So not always something that we do see. 71-19, the 9. Here's Tom Gum. Tyler Dalton back to the lead. Aaron Smith coming to pit road. Aaron might have to be coming in. That fuel cycle, that's what I was talking about. Do you have enough to make it? 71 coming to pit road. Brian Workman. We'll see the 0-2 of Shannon Wood behind. 43.92 last time by for the 74. Tyler Dalton doing himself some justice. Aaron Smith taking fuel, a splash and go. Tyler Dalton quarter second here. Up and out as they go. '19 sees Bobby Wetzel rolling. Tom Gomb down to the bottom side. Ooh, baby. The pace is backed off a little bit. About 2 seconds the difference. 1.8 for Tyler Dalton. Tries to pull away from Bobby Wetzel here. 2:45 is the speed for Wesley Donaldson. 2:19 getting into the corner. Top speed of the race, 2:47. That was ran by Jerry Bergeron. Right now, 210 miles an hour coming out on the straightaways. Aaron Smith coming around, 35.35. 5 laps to go. Tom back to third. Donaldson rolling. And this is a pace that you kind of have to manage. 43 pulls the 91 right behind. Into the corner, drivers backing off the corner. Tyler Dalton quarter second to Bobby Wetzel. That's saying something. Normally you don't see these things spread out. Oh, to the outside. Tom Gomb was coming to pit road. So is Tyler Dalton. Tom gets down to speed. Bobby Wetzel again, splash and go, goes a long way. 34.73 for Aaron Smith. He's caught the field a little bit here. Tyler Dalton coming down. We'll see if he is going to get that penalty or not. That's one of the things that I wanted to see. A couple of gallons goes a long way. Bobby Wetzel rolling. Tom Gomb, Tyler Dalton. I think both might be serving penalties here. Yep, they are. Too fast entering. Jerry Bergeron coming to pit road. They'll lock it down. Bobby Wetzel, 3 laps to go. Wesley Donaldson, Ron Holyfield. 33-32. And right now these drivers try to make it all the way to the end. Tyler Dalton, Tom Gomb coming off pit road. We'll see Aaron Smith around them. Aaron Smith up to 4th now is Donaldson. Sees Ron Holyfield to the outside. 29.7 second gap. 30 seconds as Aaron Smith will be up to speed. Bergeron coming off pit road. Wesley Donaldson leads. Do they have enough? Just enough. Might be just enough. We'll see. Shannon Wood to the inside. Brian Workman. Those two side by side. A good little battle here. It's a 74. Works the crossover. The 0-2. Good race car right now, Tyler Dalton. We'll see Tom Gom just a little bit off the pace back here. There is Aaron Smith. So a lap down as Smith is ahead of him. On Holyfield, 2 to go. These three trying to work together. Holyfield keeping on 5. Donaldson in on 6. Wetzel in on 5. Aaron Smith trying to close down the gap. And they'll try to do it. They'll try to do it on the fuel. They'll try to stretch it. White flag waves this time by. Final lap for Ron Holyfield. Wesley Donaldson and Bobby Wetzel. Bobby up on the outside. Wetzel going. Says, I think I have enough. Bobby with a big run to 91 down to the back straightaway. Ron Holyfield trying to hold on. 19 seconds in closing for Aaron Smith. The car tomorrow showing up today. Gen 5. One of the best generations you're going to see. Wesley Donaldson trying to hold on. Bobby Wetzel. We'll see Wesley Donaldson pass at the tail end of this one. Donaldson wins. Wetzel second. Ron Holyfield third. They save enough fuel, just barely enough fuel. Aaron Smith should come around and finish fourth. Bergeron's going to be coming around 3 and 4. He'll finish in fifth. Wesley Donaldson gets the victory. Car tomorrow showed up, man. I tell you what. Barely enough on the fuel strategy here. They have Bobby Wetzel, Ron Holyfield. Both those drivers look to be out of fuel here. 21 is sputtering. Bobby had to jump to pit road. Wesley coming around. I don't know if he's going to be able to do a burnout or not. We'll see. Doing it the same way that we've seen Jeff Gordon do. Good run. What a good run. Good race. Thank you, Roberge. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the share. Much love to you, my man. I appreciate you. What a good race. What a good race. Thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Budgie, thank you very much, dear. I appreciate you. 91. We'll park it there, and that'll be all you get. Because I think that's all he's got. I think he's out of fuel. Race results: Wesley Donaldson, Bobby Wetzel, and Ron Holyfield, your top three. Aaron Smith goes to fourth. Bergeron at fifth. Wortman, Shannon Wood, Tyler Dalton, Tom Gom, and Wyshowski in 10th. Jorgensen, Jatina all the way through 12th. And what a good pace that was. It was a ton of fun to watch. Absolutely blast to watch for sure. Dominated yourself way too much. Those cars are a ton. Those cars are a blast. They really are. Like you can't knock them, right? I mean, you can, but you shouldn't, right? Let's talk to the man. Wesley Donaldson gets the victory here today, and without short of saving enough fuel, that's pretty much all you had to do right there, is just save enough, and you ran out coming around on the cool down lap. Congratulations. That was did you have fun on that one? Because that one looked like it was a blast.
Yeah, I think I was giggling like the whole last 3 or 4 laps while we were I don't know how fast we were going, but it was pretty slow around there. Just nobody wanted to lead. It got down to the last 3 of us, and I thought Bobby had more fuel than what I did, but I think he went a little too early there, and I had topped off on the last caution when he didn't. So, I mean, it was fun. It's I feel like I've not had very much good luck on some of these races lately, so I figured something had to go my way at some point.
Your slowed down pace was 208 miles an hour.
Okay. I mean,
that's still
it
faster
feels
than
slow in these cars, but
it's faster
not.
than faster than the Cup car in the draft.
I know at one point it looked like, I think it was coming to like 1 to go, like Ron like hit the brakes there like right at the line, and I don't know. That was just that's probably one of the wackiest wins I've ever had in sim racing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, It's Talladega, right? you can't ask for. I don't know. I miss these cars. I miss the days of the tandem draft. I miss the horsepower. I don't miss the non-essential safety features that we have now. But to see 247 miles an hour as the top speed, that's pretty insane.
Yeah, these things are so much fun to drive. Even with smaller fields like this, they're really entertaining. Like you never know when somebody's gonna plow the wall in front of you, or when like you can really nail a corner and get a run and pass like 2 or 3 guys down a straightaway. So it's just a ton of fun to go back and forth. And I mean, I wish they would give us the option to have that tandem package too,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
that was a ton of fun. I remember doing that back in the day on here too.
You know, it was a 2.65 mile length, mile and a half track. That's pretty much how we saw you guys drive this thing. Just the only way to enter the corner with that much speed and that much velocity with the draft being in play was to enter high, travel 3 lanes.
And not change
your.
your trajectory mid corner, or else you're going to the wall.
Yep. I mean,
And then if you drive it too hard, then you go to lift and the thing stops turning because you lifted. So you got to like kind of, I don't know, jab at the pedal a little bit to get it to try to turn.
yeah,
It's fun.
folks. The thing about the cars, Gen 6 car was similar, but in the car of tomorrow, the Gen 5 car, you could really play that to what you're seeing now. The cars turned under throttle. You use the brake to set the corner, but you weren't turning unless you were using your throttle. So similar to what you would feel in a dirt car, but this car, it brings back so many memories of starting the simulator, and Papyrus was awesome when they changed everything over, and these cars were predominantly these were the cars you were racing for the Coca-Cola Series championship before it was the Coca-Cola Series championship. So it's kind of incredible to see. It's nostalgic for a lot of us that have been on the simulator for a hot minute.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first got on the service here, this was the first cup, or this was the actual active cup car at the time. So I can't say I was very good at driving it back then, but I sure as heck enjoy it now. And now it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of a points battle going into the last race. Looks like 11-point gap behind Chad now. So
Chad had to miss the race.
I got to get some more people to show up to increase the chances that he can lose 11 points.
Yeah.
But beyond that, that should make it fun for next week.
I think it'll be a blast to see what becomes of it. So and it is the next gen Cup car, so everybody will have the opportunity to get out here, one, race, and then two, find a teammate and find the speed, try to make it work. But Chad's missing out today. So it's he's got 3 wins. This is your first win this season in this Midnight Thunder Series, the 4th segment of 2024. It's fun, man. Give you shout outs, brother. You got to win.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody here at Sim 500, all the admins, all the sponsors of the series, or not just the series, but the league as a whole, NC811, Trans Service, Go Racing Diecast, LaRue, and then WBD Diecast, which is my custom diecast company. Thanks to you for broadcasting it, and I'm glad Chad wasn't here this week, because that was probably the reason I won, because he wasn't here to steal it from me. So shout out to him for not showing up.
He'll be in chat later on, I guarantee it. He might have something to say about that. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, it'll be funny to see. Wesley, always a pleasure, man. Congratulations. This is turning into a good little. I don't know. It's just, I like the different cars. Some people do Superspeedway series and they change the tracks every week, and they stick to one vehicle. I like the change in the vehicle. I think it's unique, and it's been fun to be able to watch you guys throw out and throw down on a whole different level.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fun. A little bit of different thing every week. You never can get too comfortable and just come out and have some fun every Friday night. So looking forward to next week.
It's gonna be good. Wes, we'll see you next week, man.
Yep. See you then.
91 comes home victory lane, and we'll bring up Bobby. We'll talk to Bobby. We've been waiting to talk to Bobby. Bobby seems to have the best accident avoidance of any driver out there ever. He comes home P2 tonight. Man, oh man, Wesley said that he thought that you had the best fuel there at the end of it, and just it starts sputtering on you.
Yeah, as soon as we got to about the pit road, it sputtered once, and from there I knew there was nothing I could do, and I was just hoping that maybe Ron would run out of gas as well, and I guess he did. But yeah, we were just we slowed it way down there for a couple of laps, trying to just make sure we could make it, and I guess I was just a little bit outside of the comfort zone.
I was telling Wesley that watching you guys go 230, 240, running 41-second laps around this behemoth of a track, and then to see that happen, and your slowest time around the racetrack, somewhere around 44 and a half, right? But seeing that happen, I was watching 208. That's still faster than the current generation of Cup cars, which we're going to watch Talladega this weekend. But, give people a sense of what it's like to drive this car, in all of its glory.
Well, a stock car at full speed. And so there's no restrictions, there's no silliness to it that restricts the motor. It's the most dangerous yet impressive thing you can do because you're always on edge. You're driving it like it's an old Atlanta because your back end always wants to kick out. And then when you get to the end of the corner, especially off of 2 here, it gets so tight so quick. It's the most appreciative thing you could ever do in racing is do something like that. I mean, outside of like the Indy 500, there's nothing like that. And it's horrible that NASCAR couldn't figure out a way to actually do racing outside of the way they're doing because let's be honest, when we watch Daytona and Talladega these days, it's about as entertaining as watching I-75.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. Um, I miss this car. I'm a Gen 6 fanatic. Love the Gen 6 car, but there was nothing like being whenever I'd come back from R&R from the Army, we'd go watch North Carolina Speedway at the time, which is Charlotte. To those now, and watch these Gen 6 cars run. The sound of them was insane. They sound different on the simulator than what they do in real life. The ones in real life, boy, they just sounded angry, very angry, and they drive angry.
A crisp angriness sound to it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it was just they would crack. There was just something about the sound of these cars.
Now they sound like a weird remote control car, but they don't have too much of the sound of these cars going around the racetrack anymore. That isn't distorted from broadcast audio and stuff like that. So, but man, they are fun, and there's so much more left in the tank when it comes to being able to do this. But hey, we got the Gen 7 car next week, so the next generation Cup car. A little bit more forgiving. Race is not going to be less than 30 minutes. It's going to take a little bit longer. And the fall off, actually, we'll see the fall off not be near as bad. So if there is a fuel strategy to be had, saving early could happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wish I could make it next week, but I've got prior obligations. I mean, I only get to do this every once in a blue moon, so coming out here for this race, I was really hoping we'd have a more of a car count, but I'm just assuming that there's probably a lot of guys still without internet and without
Mhm.
electric down in the southeast and along the Appalachian Mountains. So uh, it just it's terrible that we had the low car count, but I'm kind of chalking it up to all the situations that are going on right now. And it's just difficult on Friday nights getting guys to come out because it's Friday night and summer's just wrapping up. We're into fall now, and so you got the last couple good days. So people who aren't in bad situations are probably going out enjoying themselves, maybe catching the high school football game. But I just wish we had more cars because more guys out here driving because this car is one of the best cars on the service.
It is. It's an amazing car. Bobby, congratulations on a P2 tonight, man. This was a ton of fun to watch, and I always admired to see people get out here and race again. And it's nostalgia, but at the same time, it's Talladega. So what can you ask for? My man, give you shout outs. Always a pleasure.
I got to thank Sim 500's admin team. They do a wonderful job. Got to thank Joey. He's been the league owner for, oh God, probably going on. Well, I shouldn't say a number because it'll start dating us. But just thanks everybody coming out. Thanks for you doing the broadcast with us. And, if you guys want to race with the best, Sim 500, we've got multiple series, 6 nights in a row. Come out and check us out.
It's exactly right. Sim 500. There's links in the description, folks. You can go directly to it. So be able to check that out. Bobby, much love, man.
Thanks, man.
That is your P2 finisher. We'll let him have at it. Where is... I just saw Ron there somewhere. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Ron, I saw you. You were in like the post-race review section. Where'd you go? Knew you were out there. Might have had to go. Might have had to go. Go. Boy, he just barely ran out of fuel too. Yeah. They got one more race left. This is going to be fun to watch and see what they're going to be able to do. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind to one another. This was a ton of fun. Thank you to Sim 500 for having us on board. Thank you to everybody. They have, 11 position points is what Wesley needs to be able to. Actually, they need 12 drivers next week. So if they have the field they have tonight, he wins, and Chad finishes dead last, then that there's a champion to be had. But this is cool. Wesley Donaldson gets the victory here tonight. The car tomorrow. This was a good racetrack. I will see you in the morning, folks. Somewhere about 9 a.m. Much love, Budgie. We're going to be going back at it. We're going to do some gaming. We've got a live stream tomorrow night for Heart to Heart Motorsports. We're going to be continuously trying to, again, raise some money for Jess. Her surgery's coming up. We're going to continue to push on that. And we're going to make sure that we get some practice races up this week as well for the drivers who want to be a part of it. But yeah, it's going to be good. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. I appreciate you. Thank you to Sim 500. We will always enjoy late night racing. It's kind of how we feel. You know what I mean? Thank you, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Be good.